Have you guys been grocery shopping recently?
Oh yeah.
I go about once a week.
I go like once every month now.
Yeah, I go once every like 2 weeks.
I save
3 weeks.
so much money.
Yeah, we go about once every 3 weeks.
I used to go every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Same.
Not anymore, but I feel like, so my mom can go grocery shopping once and we'll have food for a year, right? You know how to scrape and everything. For me, it's like I go for one specific dish. Once that dish is done, it's done. You know what I mean?
So I'll go every single day just to get the freshest thing. And then also the logic was, I don't want to waste food. And if I go get like a week's worth, I might not get through everything in that week.
Don't you guys plan it out?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's happening the next day. I don't know what I'm cooking the next day.
Yeah, sometimes like shoot schedules or whatever, like, you know, you just don't get time to actually cooking it, and then eventually, and
it goes bad.
Back then though, for some reason we didn't really have the greatest fridge either in terms of like storage space in the freezer, so
really
we didn't really have anywhere to put the meats in or the vegetables. But now we got the new fridge, and now we're forced to like really plan everything out. Fuck, I'm ready to fucking like change my.
Do you go to the grocery store with like a recipe in mind?
Always.
Really? I do the opposite.
Now I'm just like, meat, get it. Who knows when we'll not, we might not ever see this again.
You know what's crazy? They actually say that it's safer to go to the beach than it is to go to the grocery store.
Open air.
Because it's just open air, the ventilation, plus you're in contact with way more people touching the same amount of things. But at the beach, it's like, obviously, like just because it's what do they call it? Like not a necessity, it's for fun. It's like a pleasure thing. It's like, okay, we're trying to cut back on those things.
I'm also not close to that many strangers when I'm at the beach.
Yeah.
Like I got a good amount of distance between me and anyone I don't know.
And it's kind of hard to share sand.
True.
When you guys are at the grocery store, do you guys really intentionally like obey the 6 feet rule?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, especially.
People walk by, do you go, whoa?
No, only when I'm paying. Because they have the markers, but it's like, if you're gonna go down an aisle, I'm gonna almost bump into you.
They have so many different signs and stuff. They have rules. I made the biggest fuck up because I only go once every like 2-3 weeks now. So every time I go, there's new rules. What the hell? Yeah, so I went in and you can only enter through one side of the grocery store now. And every aisle, it's a one-way aisle. Have you seen that?
No, so how does someone like say you need to pass them?
So like let's say you want to go in aisle 17, right? But the arrow is pointing the opposite direction. You have to go down the opposite aisle.
Wow.
Go down that one and then go back.
Like you're driving in downtown. Like, I gotta go around the block, guys.
So I went in not knowing this, and because I was just talking to my girlfriend at the time, we're just walking in like normal, and I didn't pay attention to the sign that was in front of me that says, "Hey, don't go in this one, go in the other one."
You're going against traffic?
Yeah, so I went against traffic.
You're an Asian driver, even a grocery store.
The worker just like gave me like the worst stare. I was gonna be like, "Oh, hello, how are you doing?" But he gave me the worst stare that made me mad.
Yeah, that's rude. It's like, might as well educate you.
Excuse me. Yeah, it would have been nice if he was like, "Oh, by the way, you have to go on the other side," but he would just give me this like, "Are you stupid?"
That's when you just rearrange some stuff in front of him, and then you just walk away.
Like they say you can't even have more than like 2 or 3 people in a certain aisle or whatever.
Really?
So you kind of have to wait. Yeah.
Yeah, because this most recent time, Isaac and I went to the grocery store, and that's when I first noticed the one-way stickers, but by the time I noticed, I was already going the opposite way. Luckily, no one else was in the aisle, but I was like, oh my gosh, there's new rules now. Like,
Yeah, you almost caught the virus going that way.
Almost.
Do you feel like a badass? You're like, okay, I gotta sneak into this aisle, but I gotta go in the opposite direction. Oh, what am I doing in here?
I end up feeling really silly. Like when I'm grocery shopping, I just feel really weird that like I'm trying to do my thing, but then there's like certain people in the aisle where I'm like, well, fuck, I don't want to invade their space thing, but I'm like, well, fuck it, it's just 2 seconds. Like, let me just.
You hold your breath.
I'm like, let me just go really quickly. Cause I'm like, this is weird.
It is weird.
Some people are extra paranoid too. So when I was there, I felt like I had to rush out of an aisle because I was in an aisle like looking at whatever it was I needed to get, right? And I could see the person behind me finish grabbing what they needed, but they were too scared to pass me. So they were standing there for an extra couple minutes of me staring at the thing, and I was like, I just feel bad. So I left the aisle so they could leave, and then I went back into the aisle.
People aren't on the same page. I was grabbing a shopping cart, and this lady comes in behind me, and then she has like the mask dangling from her ear like this, and she goes, "Do I have to put on my mask?" And then they're like, "Yes."
Oh my god.
And then by the way, after she went in and she started shopping, like she just moved it down and she's wearing it like this.
I've seen a lot of those people.
A lot of people
they just have it on their chin.
Yeah, so people are on different pages. People are like 6 feet. And then there's people that are just like straight up don't give a fuck.
And then there's people like this guy who in San Diego decided to wear his KKK hoodie.
It is a mask.
Oh my god! Is this a joke?
It's a cloth mask.
It seemed serious enough.
Is it an N95 hoodie though?
No, it's not.
And it's in San Diego?
Yeah, in San Diego,
Whoa!
in the city called Santee. So this grocery store goer.
He would have a camouflage shirt on too.
I know, right? It's exactly what you think it was.
Is he on his cell phone?
No, he's getting the paper bag, like the plastic
Trying to
bag.
get some apples.
How did they get it so pointy on the top?
Maybe they just buy those birthday party hats.
Yeah.
It actually, I don't know if it's just my eyes, but it looks like you could see through it, and there's like something
Like a
it's
hanger?
like holding it.
Imagine if
Probably,
they
it
have
has to
like a ring like this and then a fucking spike at the
Like
top.
those dresses, right?
Yeah.
It
Like, can
holds
you
up the
see
shape.
it, or am I tripping?
Well, if you get the officially KKK licensed stuff, it's very pointy. If you get the bootleg ones,
There's
it's
dildos
It's not a
stuck in there.
dildo, but it looks like a selfie stick or something.
And the funny thing is, it's so thin. The cloth is so thin. It seems
have a
cheap.
shadow.
Maybe he's not one of the top guys. He's like a recruit.
He needs an N90 version of
95.
90 and 95.
Yeah. So then,
Is it hard to see in there?
I know, right? The holes have to be kind of big.
Yeah, they're like
The Django scene.
yeah. That's what it was.
We just saw Django too.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
I always wondered, can they turn their heads in it? Would it like mess it up?
Right, because
Like, they'll hold it here and they look this way and they're like, wait.
They had to do the Batman
It's
turn.
long in the front.
oh, I want to meet one so bad. I want to be like, hey, sir, do you hate me more? And I could point at a black guy, or do you hate that guy more?
like, is there levels of hate?
Like, who do you hate? That guy, point a Mexican guy, or me, or that guy?
He probably hates you more now.
Right now, I know I'm
You have
not
to wear
In that
that.
moment, yeah.
I'm like, if you had the magical
If you had to
power
choose
to
between
kick
me
one
and
of us out of the country, who would it be?
They should do Jubilee Project has like Republicans versus whatever, right? They should do one where they bring a KKK guy on and we can ask him questions.
Oh, I would love.
I bet us Asians, we probably jumped up a couple notches though now because of the coronavirus.
Right, so before they didn't care about us.
Yeah, we were probably the safest.
Yeah.
And
True.
now we're like,
We're ranking up.
we're ranking up, yeah.
Before, we were probably right there with Mexicans. But now, they probably want us like out first and foremost.
They hated Mexicans. You guys are probably even lower.
Yeah, we were on the lowest.
I don't know.
But no, we're the top of the class now.
Now, yeah.
Well, I think sometimes we're just non-existent in America. So when they look at, they're like, "Wait, why should I give you attention? You're not even here."
I just want a little hate so that you at least care that
I mean, we had the title of
I know,
model
right?
minority, so.
Damn. So this happened at Vaughn's. And okay, so apparently there was someone who took this photo and then tweeted out.
I'm surprised no one fucked his ass up.
Well, so they ended up tweeting out, don't know which angers me more, the person wearing this or the fact that no one in management at Vaughn's Santee did anything about
Well,
it.
because they're
I
scared.
thought they made him.
I'd be scared to approach a guy wearing a KKK mask.
Not just KKK, but like imagine if a dude had a Crip outfit from top to bottom.
Blue from head to toe.
Like I'd be like, fuck, I don't know if I want to step up to this
That
dude.
looks dangerous.
Or a guy that has a swastika, like fucking for his bandana, like it's people are scared. What the fuck are they gonna say?
Well, eventually though, management did approach the man to the point where they said you either need to remove your hood or you have to leave. So he decided to remove the hood. So there are apparently photos out there of this man without the hood.
Yeah, I heard they're trying to find him and like get him in trouble, like the police and stuff.
He could have just used the hood as a face mask. Why did he have to put the whole thing on?
What does he have in his shopping cart? What if he had like fried chicken, watermelon, and they're like,
Jemima.
wait, why do you eat it? Or it's like hella Asian shit too, like soy sauce, pad thai. It's like,
Yeah, I know. I wonder what the boundary is.
Ooh, what is the boundary?
Like how white do they have to be? Like it has to be only bratwurst.
yeah.
You know, only hamburgers or hot dogs, all American food.
You know how vegans are like so hardcore vegan, they only, like even their clothes have to be vegan, like all that stuff. Like
How many pieces of their clothing is made in America?
Oh, everything has to be.
He's probably like, dude, I used to hate Asians, but have you had orange chicken? It's fine. It's good.
Frozen PF Chang's. is
They're not
so
trying to
good.
kill us. They're just trying to make good food.
how,
I know, right? What are the boundaries?
and then like, you know, literally everything is made in China.
Yeah.
Like, how do they?
Does he do you have a picture of his shopping cart? I want to see what he eats.
It's just produce.
Well, he's trying to get apples in this photo.
Yeah, but you know, even a lot of the produce isn't from America.
Do American phones exist? What kind of phone does he use?
Oh yeah.
He probably
Is that a thing?
doesn't. He
Motorola.
fucking uses Morse code.
Is that
and shit.
Japanese? Motorola.
He lives in a container that he outfitted under the ground, and he's using Morse code.
It's crazy that places like that, like you would think, like San Diego and like the OC, they're like more racist and Republican.
There's a lot of them
Yeah.
out there.
I think at this point I'm just waiting for a YouTube video to come out to say that it was all a social experiment.
I know, right?
Not sure these days you can never be too sure.
There is, I think there's like a headquarters for the KKK in the Orange County area in Irvine. There's like a cliffside private area.
How is that, like, how are they still around? Like, how is it not illegal?
They do a lot of car washes and stuff, so they raise
No, I
money.
mean, like, legally, like, isn't it, like...
Because they don't consider themselves a hate group. They're like, we're just a club.
Yeah, it's a club. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're doing like what like Sons of Anarchy. I mean, Sons of Anarchy is like really like cinematic. There's really cinematic, right? It's like they're doing the gun trade and drug trade and all that stuff. I feel like a lot of these guys, I think it's all on the internet. They're reading shit. They're like, yeah, bro, whatever, and then they have their own little stuff they do at home. I don't think they're.
I'm surprised they're even here in California. I thought they were all down. That's why I'm just like, what? Okay, California, I would see like
I want to say knows how to party.
American History X kind of shit.
What would you do if you saw that at the grocery store? I feel like I'd probably just grab his hood and run.
Oh, really? Would you?
Huh?
I got questions I need.
What if you get corona from his fucking hood?
I'm not putting it up to my face.
You're like, oh, it's not a ghost.
Run away like that.
Imagine that's how you respond. You go, oh! Why are you here?
Oh, you're real.
Yeah, like I don't think the KKK scares me. Maybe because I feel like the invisible race, like I'm not their target, or I don't feel like I'm the target, even though they are a sign of hate. So if I see it, I'm just like, what the fuck? Especially in California. If I saw that shit like in Georgia, I would have been like, oh, how stereotypical.
True.
But yeah, that would kind of shock me. I'll be like, what the fuck? Am I seeing what I'm seeing right now? And
That'd be
probably
pretty
go up to him and then I'll ask him, so, do you buy all USA products or what's up, dude?
I don't think it's possible.